Hi guys and girls, how are you all doing today? So I'm gonna be doing a top 5 2018 125 motorcycle video today. I did previously do one on 50cc motorcycles, but on request of you guys, I'm gonna be doing one about 125 motorcycles today. So without any further waiting around, let's get to it. Number 5. So at number 5 we have the Yzf R1 T5 at a price of £3,999. Now before this motorcycle came out, there was a lot of excitement about it, as well as a lot of interest. As well as myself, I was very interested to see what Suzuki had to offer, and it all kind of flopped as soon as it was released, because not many of these bikes have actually been sold, and to this date I have not seen one on the road, nor have I seen one in a showroom, which is really tragic, because this bike really does have a lot to offer. But unfortunately the demand for this bike just was not there. Now, one of the more interesting features that this bike had, which was very new for a 125 to have, was keyless ignition. Now, as far as I know, not one 125 motorcycle out there on the market actually had that. And this was something the Suzuki Yzf had going for it. And what this allowed the rider to do is pretty much, as it says, ride the bike without a key. Now, I personally think this is a very good looking bike. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would agree with this. And I actually like the colour choice that you have for this bike. You've got a lightning blue, you've also got a nice black and red effect, and then also you have got a white, which looks really nice. Now, the reason why the Yzf didn't quite make it on the 125 market is really still to be discovered, because I honestly think it had a lot going for it. There was plenty of add-ons that you could do with it. The colour schemes for the bike was nice, it had great power, it had great handling, and I'm not quite sure what went wrong. But at £3,999 for a Suzuki 125 is still quite a bit of money, considering the choices that you have out there. Number 4. Now at number 4, the Yamaha Yzf R1 T5. Now you'd think this would come higher up in my opinion, but no. I truly believe it is a bit of an outdated bike now, considering the amount of different and modern 125s on the market now. Back in its day, during I would say about 2010, it really was the king of 125s. Nobody could get past it, nothing could get through it. It was king of the hill. But now in 2018, the 125 market has completely changed, with the Yamaha Yzf R1 T5 coming in at around £4,649. This is astonishing. It really is a silly amount of money that you would ever pay for a 125, considering you could get a 600cc motorcycle fairly new at that price. Now, I personally think that has been Yamaha's downfall with the Yzf, because they are so ridiculously expensive. Now, I'm not saying the Yzf is a terrible bike, because it's not. It really is a fantastic machine. But you have to take in consideration with the price, and also with it being slightly outdated now, as they haven't updated it for 2018. But here are a few specs. It has upside down forks, and it also has an aluminium swing arm, which of course makes it much lighter. And with a top speed of 82 miles per hour, that really is a fantastic speed to be able to hit on a 125. Number 3. Now at number 3 is the Benelli TNT 125. Now, if this is just a little bit biased because I own this motorcycle, But having seen a lot of these 125 motorcycles up in person, and having also been able to ride a few of these, I have to say this has definitely come up into one of the top 3 because it is just a fantastic little beast. At £2,199 for a bike that is at modern standards, it is a fantastic little machine. Now I'll try not to big this bike up too much because obviously I own this motorcycle, but if you are interested in this bike, then make sure you watch my other videos on my channel because I have plenty more of them of this bike. Now yes, it is by Italian design and made in China, but the quality of the parts are really good. And this is one of the things I was very surprised at when I bought it because I didn't expect it to be of Japanese standard. Now you may be laughing, but I am being completely 100% honest on this. The parts are of really great quality. And I can say this now, I have looked up close of the Honda CB125R, and a lot of the parts on my bike actually look of better quality than that bike, believe it or not. Now obviously one of the things that stand out about this bike has to be the looks of it, and also that twin pipe exhaust, and it really has a great noise to it, especially when you put a decat on it, which is exactly what I have done. Now here are some specs. Now obviously, as you can see, it's a smaller bike, like a monkey type bike, so it's gonna be very light, and it really is. And with a top speed of 70 miles per hour, that is around about average for a 125, and also with the acceleration, it is fairly good too. Number 2. At number 2 is the Honda CB125R. I recently went to have a look at this bike and I have to say I was incredibly impressed with it. It has that cafe look, it really does have some great looks to it, and for a Honda it really does stand out, and it's probably one of the first Honda 125 motorcycles that has been looking this good in such a long time. This is why it has to be at number 2, because it's just a fantastic looking bike. I have not yet been able to ride one, but hopefully in the future I do. It is a stunning little bike. The only thing that I could really see on it that it really did need to be sorted out was a tail tidy, but other than that it was perfect from the showroom. So coming in at a price around about £3,949, it is quite an expensive 125, but you do get a lot for your money. So the Honda CB125R I can see going very far throughout 2018, and I can see they're going to be able to sell a lot of these bikes. And with a top speed of 80 miles per hour, that's not too bad at all, and I'm sure with a few mods maybe, or with a bit of wind behind your back, you could easily get that up to 85. Number 1. So at number 1 is the KTM Duke 125. The reason I've chose this as my number 1 is because it is a timeless classic. It really has pulled its weight throughout the years, and in 2017 they revealed their new look, and I have to say I was incredibly impressed. It looked completely set apart from any other 125 out there. It looked monstrous, it looked like it had the power to go anywhere, and at $4,199 for what you're getting, it really isn't that bad. Now I think throughout 2018 it is going to have some competition with the new Honda CB125R, considering the price difference, but at the same time it is a timeless classic and it has a lot of fans out there. Now the one thing that has always got me about the KTM is the colours. You don't really get much choice, and with me not being a big fan of orange, it isn't too great, but that's just me being picky. Okay guys and girls, so that's the end of my top 5. I hope you have enjoyed that. Remember, this is of my opinion. So you have to remember guys, everyone has their own individual opinion about the motorcycles that they like. And these are the 125 motorcycles that I like in 2018. So let me know in the comments below which are the ones that you like. And if you haven't yet liked, then give this video a like. And also if you haven't yet subscribed, subscribe. And then don't forget to tap that bell end, because it'll notify you of any more videos coming up in the future. And I'll see you again very soon. Bye!